Hello and welcome to issue number 156 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Patrick Huff.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
What? Wait, hold on.
Who was that?
Who is this?
Don't worry about it, guys. Just go with it. Just go with it.
All right. Well, I guess that's what the guy says. So I guess we'll just go with it.
Hostile takeover.
I guess so. Yeah, this is a bit of a surprise. Yeah, Nate is off pursuing. He's going for the golden jacket and mini putt. So wish him luck there.
Best of luck.
Yeah, but this is our good friend Tanner's and my high school friend Patrick. Then there's a reason actually we wanted to have you on, Patrick, and that is because why?
Well, we are starting our own podcast, episodes to come shortly, called Direct Off, where us three have our own podcast. Man, this is a great intro, guys. Good thing you chose me to do it. Essentially, we wanted a place to talk about movies a little bit more in depth, so the podcast takes two directors who have similar-ish film styles, and then we pick their best movie, their most mediocre movie, and their worst movie, and then debate which one we think is better, and decide at the end through rigorous debate.
And we have already recorded one with two relatively unknowns.
Just small guys trying to make it on the indie film scene.
Do we even want to tease who they are, or should we just leave that? Maybe we'll just leave that.
Should we? I don't see any harm in just saying it.
All right. Yeah, I guess people have never heard of them. So, Tanner, who are they?
It's Jimmy Cameron and Christopher Nolan. Or wait, Chris Nolan. Does he go by Christopher Nolan?
He's definitely a Christopher guy.
Okay, Chris Nolan is what I meant to say then, damn it.
Yeah, so unknown people there. It was a fun time to record. We're already... there's a lot of research that goes into it, basically. So we're in the middle of doing that before our second one.
We should also say it's probably only going to be like once a month, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work to watch two directors' entire filmography.
It might be more time between... Who knows?
And Nate did famously tell us that we could never promote it on the podcast, but when the Nate's away...
Joke's on him.
What's that zipper?
Yeah, who's on the
I gotta remember that these mics pick up everything. I zipped up my headphone holder for no apparent reason. So.
super pertinent that you did that.
Hold on.
You were getting ready.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, hold on.
Yes, we hear everything, Patrick.
Wait.
Yep.
Man. Went all the way to the door. It's a good microphone.
Patrick, you're pretty new to this. These mics pick up everything. But no, we were happy to have you. This should be fun.
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm excited to...
You're a comic book guy, right? Or
yes, yep.
You know some comics.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite comic superhero?
My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. It's not really that close.
Damn it.
So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Spider-Man, and then Batman's probably my second favorite, and then.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. That's
and then probably Hulk, if I had to list it.
Oh, I don't think I knew that one.
Yeah, Flash is not top 5, shockingly.
Wow, you're a piece of shit. I do have a follow-up question. As Pat is a movie buff, that's the main reason we did Direct Off, was because you are such a movie buff and convinced us to do it. We're combining movies and heroes. What are your top 5 moments from Thor: The Dark World?
I don't even know if I remember 5 moments from that movie.
I think I could.
I think the best part of it is Fat Thor describing it in Endgame.
Oh,
when he's like,
that is very good.
That is funny. It's better than the movie. No one gives a shit about Malekith or whatever his name is. So
yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, I think best moment of that movie, I would say, is when Idris Elba gets to finally go ham on some people.
I do like.
He takes down a whole ship.
Yeah, I do like that part.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't know. What are your top one, Tanner, of Thor: The Dark World?
When Thor walks into the apartment and then he gently hangs Mjolnir on the coat.
Okay, that's a pretty good visual gag.
Yeah.
You do have a weird affection for that movie, Tanner, and I will never understand it.
Wait, Who are you talking to?
Tanner loves Thor: Dark World.
I thought you were saying I was the one who loves
No, Tanner does.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm the one who asked the question. Pat.
And Drew, you inexplicably rep Iron Man 3. I don't know why.
I think. Okay, we're not even gonna.
Do you
this.
genuinely like Iron Man 3, or do you say it's not that bad? Where Pat and I say
I don't
it's
think
terrible?
it's as bad. I think it's fine. I do agree that some of the comedy fell short for me. I think Shane Black's a good director. I don't think this is a good showing for him. I still think it's. I think I appreciate more that it gets Tony out of the suit. No, actually, no. Let me backtrack. I think I appreciate more that it is a villain who is not just another suit, and that's what I really like.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's
it could have been a
fair.
little better. But also, like, I was a fucking bone to pick. I sent you guys that date night website, which is basically it's meant for you to pick a movie and your like significant other to pick a movie.
Yeah.
And I did a random one and it picked Avengers and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You can't disagree with me that Iron Man 3 is the perfect combination of those two movies.
Yeah, it is. I just think
It's still a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's the same director, same guy.
Shane
It's
Black
just an Avengers.
not being able to say the F word a bunch of times just doesn't really. His humor is much more crude than a PG-13 movie would allow, I would say.
Yeah. I don't think Shane Black was a good pick for a Marvel movie, in my opinion.
It's
He
kind of like
does have a lot of movies I do like.
Yeah, it's kind of like Rian Johnson. Great director, maybe not the best for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I also wonder how much Disney lets them do what they want also.
That's
I mean, that's allegedly why Edgar Wright didn't end up doing Ant-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we should maybe do what we normally do on this podcast.
Yeah.
Which I guess I can tell people what we do here. I don't expect Patrick to do that at all because that's usually Nate's job. But here on Headline Heroes, we take a random headline submitted to us from one of our fans. We pick it at random and use it as inspiration for a superhero or a supervillain comic book origin story. I do not remember what we did last week at all. Oh, wait.
The Meteor Master.
Wow. What?
What's that?
What?
Just saying.
Pulling it out.
Yeah. No, you are correct. That is exactly what we did.
You guys went deep on parking enforcement agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
at first we were saying meter maid, which is a problematic thing to say.
It is now, yeah.
Yeah.
Parking enforcement officer. And that was, of course, a hero, right, Tanner?
Yep, that was a hero. So we are doing a villain this week, of course. And
My
I've already
favorite.
picked a headline at random. And I don't remember what number it is because I'm just sending it in the chat to you guys. But so I'm sending it now.
That's fine.
I hit enter. My screen's frozen. I don't know if it went. Did you guys get it?
Ooh.
Got it.
Okay. The headline is Internet faces a wave of new wholesome frog content. And I have not read through this at all, so I don't know any of the context of it.
It's an interview.
Oh, it's a transcript, yeah.
Frogs have had a long history of memes online, but over the past several months, a wave of frog euphoria across multiple platforms has featured cute, wholesome content. Hey, look at the internet being not terrible.
That's true. Yeah, and finally a good frog meme.
It ends with Crazy Frog singing, "This is the Crazy Frog Bing Bing." Is how the transcript ends.
I have not thought about Crazy Frog in a long time.
That's one of those things that we...
when that was a thing.
Yeah.
I remember seeing commercials with the Crazy Frog, like you could get the cell phone ringtone. It was like, text this number to get the ringtone, and like it'll charge your like parents $4.99 every month or something like that.
I don't know. Somehow I always associate Crazy Frog with the fucking Six Flags theme song with that old man dancing.
But isn't that a completely different song?
Just somehow they're like adjacent in my mind. I'm not saying they're the same song.
They're different songs, Drew.
Okay. Yes.
Pat, I need you to confirm.
Sorry, I'm trying to read this article about frogs.
Just reading the whole thing.
I mean, it's not that long.
You're definitely new here. We don't read them.
Sorry. I thought you guys were did your research.
No, sometimes we read them if we're like really struggling, and honestly, I am kind of struggling on this one.
Well, I guess Nate normally is the one who reads them, and then I'll read it out loud too. So Pat is doing the right thing. Filling that Nate spot.
What was you guys' weirdest cell phone ringer?
Oh,
weirdest?
Yeah, or funniest or craziest.
I remember I had right after The Dark Knight came out, my text alarm was the Joker just saying, "Why so serious?"
I remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that too.
Back when people actually had their phones turned on loud.
Yeah, what an absurd thing we used to do.
Yeah, it was such a thing to do, to have these random sell music, whatever it was, and then now it does, like, people keep their phone on silence. It is so fallen out of grace. No one does it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I know what mine is.
Yeah.
So I remember I downloaded, this would have actually been on a smartphone, like one of my first smartphones. It was like I downloaded a Halloween, the movie theme pack, and it was like it came with like a background, and it also came with a ringtone, and it like set it all automatically. Well, I didn't know the text tone on it was just like a woman screaming, like supposed to be like where she starts screaming. So like I got a text that night, like at 1 a.m, and it was just like a woman fucking screaming. Because the ringtone itself was like the Halloween theme song, like the do 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 like one, but the fucking text tone was just that scream. I woke up super fast, so that's probably the weirdest one I've ever had.
That's pretty good. Man, I don't remember any of mine. Really, I do. Well, I know I did them because I remember making them for my mom at one point. Because there was a way you could like create them by like cutting snips of songs.
Yeah,
and,
there
like,
was
using them.
there was some website you could use.
Yeah, like
or something you could
yourself from the website.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
I remember doing that, and I did it for my mom. She wanted individual ones for each of like her family members. So like mine was Piano Man.
Oh
and,
yeah, that was a thing to do too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You'd like, your song is whatever, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, bitch, I love you.
Have you ever you know how like old people will have like when their wife calls, it's like a nuclear alarm, and it's like, your wife is calling. Alert, your wife is calling. Yeah. I just think that those are hilarious whenever someone has those.
I can't believe anyone would still have that, but I'm sure they do.
I'm sure there's other people that do.
But I had two things. One was my mom, up until like last month, had that Piano Man theme or ringtone for me, which is astounding because I gave it to her when we were in high school. Yeah, somehow it just kept carrying over, and then she lost it when she upgraded her latest phone, and she was just furious, and she didn't understand what happened. She's like, "Why is it gone? I don't understand why it's gone." Oh, I'm not going to do this again for you because I don't even know how.
Yeah, like it's more unexplainable. Why did it travel from phone to phone? Because I assume when you did it, it wasn't a smartphone when you first did it for her, right?
No, I didn't.
And she's had
maybe
like,
at one point when she
then?
got her first smartphone, maybe I gave it to her again. I don't know.
Jeez, maybe you did, but because that would blow my mind if it just like, yeah, it's there.
I don't know. But then also the other thing I was going to say, this is kind of tangentially related, and I might cut her name out, but maybe it's easier to keep it in. But do you all remember our high school friend Mari's, when you would call her?
The ringback tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
it would have a song when you called the person.
Yeah, and it was just like some like orchestral song. It was like a default one.
Yeah.
For my job, I occasionally have to call people, and I had that like a year ago. I called someone, and it was that same ringback tone, and I was like, I didn't even know this still existed. It like just took me back to 2008. Like, what the hell? So, yeah, I definitely remember that.
That's insane. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's ringtones. Maybe that could be our in for a villain. I don't know. Does anyone else have any other ideas? Or
it could be like the guy from Willard, but instead of rats, it's frogs.
What?
Willard's a terrible movie about it's got the Marty McFly, George McFly.
I was waiting for it.
Crispin Glover is his name, right?
Oh, yes. That guy.
And it's just about him liking rats, I think.
It's a terrible movie. There was a time where like my mom had like free HBO for a little bit, like it was like a free like month of it or something, and that was on HBO constantly. I watched it like 3 times.
That just sounds like dinner for schmucks.
So
It's about a guy who loves rats.
the Steve Carell movie?
Dinner for Schmucks is like super forgettable. I forgot that was a part.
I only watched that on an airplane one time.
I don't even think I've seen that movie, to be honest.
Good.
It's pretty bad.
Not worth seeing.
If we're making a villain, it does have the. You remember in Looney Tunes, it brings us up the article where the frog in the suit would be like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey."
Oh yeah, Michigan J. Frog.
So what if I just picture a suit or a frog wearing a suit and having like an evil cane that he also has a sword in or something? like a 50s suit, and he just sings
if he's a villain, he's got to have a sword in that cane.
He croons like Frank Sinatra or something like that.
Okay, so maybe this frog content on the internet has like spawned this or summoned this weird little frog thing. Could be something like that. Like this is a sign for the apocalypse or something.
It was like tricking kids on TikTok into doing some like seance thing and not realizing it was because they thought it was just a dance or something.
You've heard of the ice bucket challenge, but what? Let me tell you. What about the drawing a pentagram into with chalk challenge?
Here, kids. First, you grab some chalk, and then you sacrifice a chicken.
Yep. Yeah. Don't forget the candles.
Where does the frog come in?
It's a frog demon.
Okay.
Yeah, you're summoning a demon frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like because this is frog content, like, don't they need to like sacrifice a frog?
So it is. They sacrifice a frog. Yeah, you're right. Okay, right.
That is true. That's true.
And then on each corner of the pentagram is a different frog meme.
What's that website where they didn't Slender Man, wasn't that like an internet thing that became
it's like a creepy
creepypasta? I think creepypasta's right.
Okay. That's creepypasta. So it's a creepypasta thing at first.
Maybe the new Slender Man. I keep wanting to say Bye Bye Man, but that's not right. The Slender Man.
You're not wrong. I don't know if you played it, but
Bye Bye Man's it's a scary movie. I would not recommend it. It's real bad.
Oh, so it's a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this a scary movie that Tanner has not seen?
No, there's ones that I haven't seen, or there's ones I've seen that Pat hasn't too, like vice versa.
Oh, so now it's a competition.
Yep, well, came out in 2017.
What?
Huh?
Why did you watch it?
I don't know. I mean, it was available.
The Bye Bye Man. All right, I'm looking this up. Oh God, this looks horrible.
It has exactly 0 people in it that I know. Oh, never mind. Faye Dunaway's in it. That's actually pretty wild.
Who's that?
Doug Jones. Are you kidding me? Doug Jones plays the Bye Bye Man. Do you know who Doug Jones is?
Who are either of those people?
Doug Jones is like famous. He was the Amphibian Man in Shape of Water. He was Abe Sapien in Hellboy. He was the Fauno in Pan's Labyrinth. Anytime there's like a skinny.
Oh yeah, he's the sexy fish in that movie, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, anytime there's like a prosthetic like slender person, it's always
Moss
him.
Is in it.
Oh, that's a pretty big one.
She's in
and he was also in Halloween. No, not Halloween.
Yeah,
not a very different movie. What's the one with the 3 witches? It's a kids movie.
Hocus
Disney.
Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Yes, he was the zombie in Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
so
Pocus.
He literally does just those type of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he's known for.
Have you seen The Shape of Water?
No.
Me either. Pat?
Nah. I just had no interest in seeing that movie.
I'll watch it eventually. I'm sure I'm sure on Direct Off we will cover Del Toro.
It won Best Picture, which is wild, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's save that for the other podcast.
Back to the Frog Man.
I do like this creepypasta frog demon. This is good. So
Slender Man is like kind of someone starts like looking into it a little bit, and then they start like seeing him kind of like out the side of the corner of their eye and stuff like that. Is that what's gonna happen? Is like someone reads about the Frogman and then
they yeah, so they're brushing their teeth and then they hear a ribbit and look over.
Wasn't Slender Man a video game too?
Yeah, it became one.
It was.
Yes.
Wait, what was it first? Was it just the creepypasta first and then it became the video game?
So I think there was a creepypasta first, and then there was this YouTube series called Marble Hornets, where what the plot is someone's like, hey, my friend was like making a homemade movie called Marble Hornets. Then they started acting weird. Now they're disappeared, and now I'm going through their tapes and like I'm like showing their tapes on YouTube, and it's like, oh, here's like a glimpse of someone walking behind those swings and stuff like that. It was actually pretty well made for.
I was actually gonna ask. That sounds.
Yeah,
awesome.
I watched the first 100 of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Starts to. They made too many episodes, but it
got
was
too far. Once they started like having to like be on camera and actually like act, kind of, it starts to get really not good.
But it was actually like pretty decent.
It's well done. Like it
yeah, binge that sometime.
Like there were people out there who are
cool.
like, is this real? Like that's how well it was done.
Is it like the very specific scene in Signs where it's the kid's birthday party and that alien walks out, but like that tone, like found footage?
It was very much that tone for a bit, yeah.
Love that very specific scene in Signs.
Yeah.
Actually, I just love Signs.
Who's Signs?
Pat, did you walk away from your computer?
Pat?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
What are you doing? We can hear everything, remember?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
What did I do?
You walked away.
You cracked open something.
Yeah, I opened a beer.
What was it? One time you were talking about like Nate was making noise on like opening something at his desk, and I suggested like next time just start coughing loud so that way you don't hear the stuff opening. You're like, no, don't do that.
I'll leave that in. That's very good. So wait, Pat, did you like have a beer with you and you walked over to open it and walk back?
Yeah, the last time it was so jarring that I didn't want that to happen again.
Definitely heard it. I mean, I guess you don't have a mute button on.
No, he does. He's got the cheaper, like the mic that you and I both first had when we started.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean,
there is a way to
I
mute
gave you
yourself
the mic, Pat.
in Audacity, but that's fine.
No, you can mute in Audacity because I was always like, that was something I struggled with, was not being able to mute.
All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna press this mute button and see if it. Can you keep hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you, but
damn it,
we're talking over Facebook.
And you know what? Audacity can still hear me too. It can.
Yeah, what are you talking? What was any of that?
Hey, let's get back to our Michigan J Devil.
All right, so a frog demon.
Is that what we're calling it? Michigan J Devil?
We don't have to.
I guess Michigan J. That is pretty good.
Or we could call him Montana Q.
What?
It's a different state.
What?
Montana or Minnesota, a different M state. There's a lot of M states.
Oh, I get it because of Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh, no. I was really confused there.
No, I still don't get it. What was the bit?
All right.
The frog that sings the "Hello My Baby, Hello My Honey" his name is Michigan J Frog, I guess.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Now I get it. I thought you were like making a reference to like the Jersey Devil or something, but there was like the letter aspect of it. I was like, I don't remember that being part of like some urban legend thing.
I mean, we could call it the Michigan Devil.
Are there very many comic book like demons other than like?
Man.
I mean, there's
Spawn. Is Spawn a demon?
There's Surtur, Spawn. I don't know if Spawn is.
I mean, there's definitely ones about things like that. Like even if it's just a one-off comic.
Mephisto is the demon in like the Marvel universe.
Who?
There's the Hell.
The dude
Mephisto?
that talks in rhymes?
No, that's Mr. Mixapillican or whatever.
Oh, that's DC, isn't it?
That's DC, and it's like this weird Superman thing. No, Mephisto he looks like the devil.
Oh, yeah.
And he's in Marvel. And then, like, I mean, Ghost Rider is possessed by the spirit of vengeance.
That is true. Ghost Rider is straight up from hell.
Plus, I mean, we're doing a
he
villain.
Sends people to hell. Yeah.
And like superheroes have fought demons, I assume.
Mm-hmm. You know, on Direct Off, did we even name our other podcast?
I don't know. I'm not sure if we said it.
So our other podcast is going to be called Direct Off. It's a play off of the famous movie with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage called Face Off. On there, we talked about my hate of Ghost Rider, and I'm pretty sure in that movie, the devil is literally the antagonist.
Yeah, no, he strikes a deal with the devil. That's how he becomes Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
In the movie, I think that's
I'm pretty sure that's
to the comics.
Accurate to the comics as well. Although the spirit of vengeance can be like passed off to other Ghost Riders, like Robbie Reyes and Frank Castle.
I feel like whenever we try to half-ass like the lore of a comic book character, there's going to be someone that gets really into, because you know how comic book lore and continuity can get really intense.
We gave up on continuity a long time ago. This podcast.
Yeah, we realized about 50 episodes in that was way too much work.
At first, like we were gonna be like a Marvel comic connected universe, and then I'm sure we can do like some are very connected, but we don't want to do the work to make them connected. Anyway, so we should create a. Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead, Drew.
I was gonna. Should we like create like a backstory? Like we've kind of created one. Some kid reads about it in creepypasta and does whatever is necessary to summon this demon.
Yeah,
but we still got to figure out why the frog is it, because like in all demon movies, there's like a reason he's the demon. Was this frog murdered unjustly?
Maybe it was one of the frogs that David Blaine swallows to like spit up later as a trick, but he never spit it back up.
Oh, that's good.
I was gonna say this was the first frog that fell for the plague in Egypt.
Oh, that's very.
That's good too. Yeah, that's real demony.
No, but David Blaine. Let's get back to.
I thought it was fun.
You guys want to see some street magic?
You remember that YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Those were fun.
Wait, the Mad TV? No, it was a YouTube.
Yeah, it was just a YouTube thing where the two dudes just keep yelling, "What the f?"
There's like those people went on to like be in things though.
Did they? I should go back and watch and see if I like recognize them.
I thought they were in Mad TV. Maybe I'm just imagining that. Anyway,
I don't know.
Do we want to go biblical or do we want to go Blainical with it?
I like the David Blaine way, but the biblical one is definitely, it makes more sense.
All right, let's combine them.
What if David Blaine is biblical, and that's why he can do the magic?
So wait, so the plague was brought on. Was Moses associated to that? God, I don't know the Bible very well.
Yeah, it was one of the whatever it was to
David Blaine.
It was Moses summoned them, or God, or rather he had God summon them because Pharaoh would not let his people go.
Yeah, but like Moses like warned them though, right? Like he knew it was coming.
Like, you're gonna do this or else shit's gonna happen. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's like, all right, we're killing all the firstborns.
Okay, so it turns out that Moses was David Blaine the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I also think that I feel like this stuff is like tied with the devil. I'm pretty sure wasn't there like I'm just gonna keep talking about movies. A horror movie where the kid was the son of Satan.
Yeah, that's the Omen.
The Antichrist, the Omen. And I'm pretty sure that they had like frogs and rivers running red with blood in that movie as well.
What if?
I don't know.
So in the Omen, they have to shave the child's head and to see that there's a tattoo of 666 on the back of his head. What if the frog has 666 branded on his chest?
Yes.
Or like on his tongue, so when he shoots it out, they have to like catch his tongue and hold it and see the 666 on it.
Well, yes, that's better.
Funny. That's kind of funny.
That's better.
Because you need the reveal moment.
How do we know this frog is it? Maybe this frog has had like a colored history, speckled, and so it maybe started with Exodus, but also has ties to David Blaine. And now somehow maybe David Blaine. Okay, here we go. I've got it. David Blaine David Blaine locked him away last time.
Oh.
And now he's been summoned again. Like someone broke through what David Blaine did.
And he's here to get his vengeance upon David Blaine.
What is David Blaine even doing now? Like
street magic, bro.
Yeah, he still does street magic. He shows up at
Is he
like
still
Drake's
doing
parties
that?
and does magic.
Yes.
Oh my
Like
God.
sometimes he'll just like now is he the one that like stays in underwater for?
Yeah, he
Yes.
did that. That was a whole event on like TV for a while.
Or was that Chris Angel?
No, this was David Blaine.
Holy shit, 1 day ago, David Blaine to attempt first stunt in decade. He's going to attempt to fly over New York City holding only balloons.
That seems like an awesome idea.
That's not even magic.
No, and that's what I was gonna say. Like the holding his breath thing, like it just got to points of just like feats of like physical ability.
Yeah. I was talking to someone about David Blaine like last month because how often do I talk about David Blaine? So I'll remember it was
Apparently
last
once
month.
a month.
Yeah,
It was
apparently
like-
a lot.
Yeah, apparently. He like has trained himself to like swallow the frog or the frogs or the fish and keep them in his esophagus so it doesn't go down into his stomach acid and then able to regurgitate them up. It's like, how do you even train yourself to do that?
Why would you? Like again, that's not magic at that point. Like people know you're literally just swallowing it. Like it's not a magic trick, which like ruins it for me.
David Blaine does do some cool ass shit with cards, which
Yeah, he does.
is magic, I guess.
I guess. But yeah, maybe last time David Blaine sealed the portal and sent this thing back to hell. And now a kid has found the creepypasta about it.
So is David Blaine immortal in this scenario?
He could be. Maybe David Blaine is like a reincarnated person who has shut it away across numerous generations and lifetimes.
Okay, so it's kind of like a. Well, I don't know if Van Helsing does that, but there is a character in the show What We Do in the Shadows that he is reincarnated like every decade or every like 100 years or something like that.
I mean, isn't that basically Buffy?
To keep the evil down. Like it's
that's
in
the Slayer. Buffy's
it's
like
in-
not reincarnated herself. It's just someone's assigned to be the Slayer.
Oh,
What's-
I mean, it's same idea, kind of. Not
And-
reincarnated.
And then when
but,
her
like,
heart stops beating for a little bit, she's technically dead, and so then the second Slayer appears.
Isn't Elijah Dushku?
Yeah,
I've never seen.
and she's got some problems.
So it's kind of like the Avatar.
The Na'vi.
No,
God damn it.
no, the other one, the better one.
Okay.
Like
Always seems-
Last Airbender?
Yeah.
What's
yeah, yeah.
You'll have to explain that to me. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there are the 4 nations, but every lifetime or generation, there is born one person who can control all 4 elements. So as soon as that person dies, another one is immediately born.
Okay, but then why, if he can control all the elements, why is he an airbender?
Because he started off as an airbender. He was born into the air bending nation, the air nomads. But also he's called the last airbender because he is literally the last airbender. The Fire Nation hunted down and killed all of them except the
What
Avatar.
the fuck? Why?
This is
Dude,
a
watch the show.
Nickelodeon TV show,
Dude,
correct?
Very good show. Very good show. You should watch it.
Well, didn't
How
M.
long
Night
is that?
Shyamalan make a movie and it was
Yeah, don't watch that.
I'll just watch
real,
the movie.
real
don't,
bad?
don't.
Anyway, so yeah, this person is he's like a person who's like reborn or like
Yeah.
when one dies, like the new one comes up, and David Blaine's the current one. I guess is what we're saying.
So
Long
one
story
version was Moses, and the current one is David Blaine.
Yes,
Man,
Who's,
he
like,
was-
accidentally
equally
summoned
of
him.
historical importance.
I was gonna say the Avatar really, his profile really lowered.
I don't know.
Or
I don't
depending on
know
how
if
you
David
look
Blaine
at
up there
it,
with
maybe it
Moses.
raised. I guess some people
like magicians.
may like David Blaine more than Moses.
Than Moses. I gotta look.
New
I mean-
T-shirt idea.
So the frog, his main enemy is David Blaine. Now, what are the frog? So David Blaine's powers are he can swallow the frog if he
Mhm.
wants to, or he can not if he doesn't want to because he's trained himself. And he can. So what are the frog's powers? Is he just like really strong and does like weird
So-
shit with his body like most demons do in movies?
I like the Michigan J Frog template where it looks like that, and is sometimes we get the devil who's like really suave,
like the devil in the Rick and Morty episode.
Lucifer. Sure.
Wears a suit.
Drew might not have seen that episode. I think Drew's only seen one season of Rick and Morty.
I've seen like 2.
Yeah. So it's in the second season, isn't it?
Maybe.
Very disappointed in that, Drew.
That's fine.
We've talked about it on the podcast multiple times, Pat, which you probably haven't heard, is like where I tell Nate and Drew, like, I know the fandom sucks around Rick and Morty, but I promise you it's a good show.
I've watched it, but like I get, but Bob's Burger is more of my comedy, so like I love watching that show. But anyway, yes, a very suave dressed frog demon, and then maybe because he's kind of similar to Michigan J Frog, you said that he kind of croned like Sinatra. Can like there be power in that?
He could. It's like Sonic singing, like
that,
he has,
or like he, what's the word? Like,
or maybe he
like
sings a song and they fall under a spell or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. And also he has that cane sword, so like,
so he can just like stab you.
Yeah.
Is his like goal to like bring back the plague where the frogs are raining down? Is that what his like end game is? He's trying to get to that David Blaine's trying to stop.
All of those frogs are like his minions, and yeah. So in order to do that, he needs David Blaine because
here I'm gonna send a picture of Michigan J Frog to you guys.
Yeah, I need that. I'll go ahead and tweet that out on the Headline Heroes.
Oh, good call. Did you send it?
Yep.
Except, okay, so this one is naked except for a hat and a cane. This one is ours is wearing a suit.
Yeah, he's wearing is it pinstripe?
Yeah, for sure.
With
for
like
sure,
a red
the
tie, red suit, pocket square. So his crone kind of like lures people in and like can do his bidding. He can also like he's got maybe super hops.
Yeah, he can dunk from the free throw line.
Hops.
Yeah, I mean this guy
I think
jumps for days.
Not the close free throw, like the other free throw.
So like over half the court, 3/4 of the court.
Yeah, he's also got that sick tongue with the tattoo on it.
Yeah,
and he can also breathe fire,
like snake things with a tongue or like hit people with it.
And then it brandishes the 666 on them.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh shit, that's how he brands other people.
That's how he gets his people.
And once they're branded,
they're his minions. They're like his minions.
Okay,
they're like
so maybe
Hawkeye in the first Avengers movie.
Maybe the croning song like kind of gets them to sit still, and then he lashes out and
it like lures them in, and then he has to brand them.
Yeah, I like the idea of that's a really good idea. The branding with the tongue, so good. Good job, Patrick.
I try. Is David's Blaine only way to kill them by eating them?
I was gonna say it has to be, right? Like he has to swallow him, and he has to like choose to swallow him all the way instead of just storing him in his esophagus.
He has when David Blaine does his magic trick, he has 3 choices. One is he can swallow it whole and it goes into his stomach and magic trick failed. 2 is he can regurgitate it, magic trick success. 3, his throat becomes a portal to hell.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
What? Hold on. What if when he regurgitates them, they are broken from the frog's spell?
Ooh.
Because they're his minions, right?
So he creates
once he brands them, they become under his spell, and then he eats them, regurgitates them, and they're normal again.
Oh, I thought
he is branding humans. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe he can swallow humans and regurgitate them.
David Blaine can do anything.
I mean, how big is this frog? Is he like a little frog?
I mean, Michigan J Frog is just a typical looking frog.
It's a frog.
I guess he would be unnoticed. I guess I would notice a small frog wearing a suit, I suppose.
Well, you would, but you're not most people.
You would less likely to notice that if rather than like a big size frog in a pinstripe suit.
Yeah.
I think maybe David Blaine possesses the only like way to shut down this demon frog, because this demon's frog endgame is to summon his like frogs to rain down, and then like once that happens, like game over.
And like maybe like the way David Blaine finds out about it is because like the frog has to like get some like tomes from a museum or stuff, and he sees like a headline of a break-in at various museums and stuff, so he starts to piece it together.
Yeah. Plus, this frog is also like gunning for him.
Because
if he defeats David Blaine, then it's reborn as a Goo Goo Gaga baby.
That's true. Then he's got like at least 15 years of free reign.
Yeah. I don't know. Babies do put a lot of weird shit in their mouth.
That's true. That'd be an ironic way to lose. His Huber is just hopping around the baby and then it just picks him up and puts it in his mouth.
Okay. I think... ultimately, does who wins? Sometimes we do that. Obviously we usually kill the villain.
I mean, David Blaine's going to win. David Blaine's a winner. That's all he's ever
done. I mean, the guy's going to fly across New York with balloons. I mean, he's not going to lose.
Maybe that's what's going on right now. That's part of his plan.
Maybe there's like the storm clouds are forming that are going to rain down the frogs, and he has to grab these balloons.
He's going up there
to get up there to get the
frog.
Michigan J frog.
All right. Should we move on to our usual? Let's see. We've already kind of explained what he's wearing.
Yeah, we've got the costume down already.
It's a frog, and it's pinstripe.
Top
very
hat.
Suave. Very good.
And a cane that has a knife in it or a sword, but I mean it's really small, so it's more of like a knife,
a dagger, if you will.
Yeah. Comic book cover. What does that look like?
I mean, there's the iconic shot of David Blaine floating up with the balloons to these clouds full of frogs. Maybe
and then in the thunder lightning, you see the outline of a giant frog, and it's got horns. Oh shit, does it have horns?
Oh, that's a good call.
And he hides it with his
under the top hat. Yeah. Yes. That's
Yeah.
very good.
That is good.
Okay, and then name. Welcome to our hell, usually.
Yeah, this is always the hardest part, Pat.
Oh.
I mean, we said the Michigan Devil. We said...
I mean, we don't have to make it a play off of Michigan J Frog.
I mean, that's been our inspiration this whole time, though.
Well, it's true. So we could go Fishigan A Trog.
Troglator.
Misery J Frog as opposed to Michigan.
Ooh. And actually, this is all taking place in Missouri, of course.
Of course.
But it's misery. I don't mind that. Missouri.
I just looked up synonyms for hell.
Purgatory.
Misery popped up.
Yeah.
Frog and brimstone as opposed to fire and brimstone.
That's not terrible.
Lucifrog.
Frogaster. The Misery J Frog definitely plays off of the Michigan J Frog, but also has the double meaning to it because Missouri is also misery, depending on who you ask and if they're from there or not.
Yeah, I like it.
I think that's it.
Good job, Pat. You did so good.
I try. I'm just coming in I'm stepping in some big shoes, so gotta live up to it.
Nate does have those big feet.
Thank you. God damn it.
This is one of those times where it's I think we shouldn't hang out so much anymore.
Yeah, basically. So I think we should probably end this podcast. Tanner, do you want to please play us out here? Well, I don't know. Then we won't hear from Patrick again. So I guess, should we thank Patrick for coming on?
Oh yeah, I guess because one of us is gonna have to do Nate's part.
Yeah, I'll do Nate's part.
Yeah, I mean, thanks Pat for coming on.
Thanks, Face.
Thanks for having me. It was very fun to create a demon frog.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say.
Maybe we'll reference him in Direct Off. So
yeah,
yes.
If you guys liked hearing Pat here, you can hear him in Direct Off. I don't think we even have the feed set up yet, so you can't even go subscribe to it yet. Maybe we'll be able to by the time this comes out. I don't know. Shit, things could happen.
Yeah, who knows? I would say within the next 2 weeks we will have that up.
Yeah, and We do have a Twitter though for Direct Off. Also, do we want to plug that real quick before we move?
Yeah,
into
sure.
Everything with the Headline Heroes
At Direct Off, isn't it?
Isn't it Direct Off Pod?
Oh, you're right. Direct Off was taken, I think.
No.
Yep, Direct Off Pod.
Hold on, I will go on the
Direct
twits
Off
here.
Pod.
Check it out.
I'm on it right now. You got it, Pat?
What? I thought you said you got it.
Oh, I thought you were just completely ignoring me.
I thought you said you had it already.
Yeah,
but,
it's Direct Off Pod.
But no, I don't see it.
Yeah, so if you want, follow at Direct Off Pod if you want to like know when it comes out and all that. Anyway, should I play this out now?
Yeah, please.
I didn't write the fucking name down. Oh shit.
Oh
Fuck.
no. We're fucked.
This is not normal for me. Hang on. Is it J Frog?
Misery J Frog.
Okay. Got it. All right, so this is going to conclude issue number 156 of Headline Heroes. This week we created the villain Misery J Frog. Like the state of Missouri. Jesus, I can't say now, or the word misery.
No, you said it right. Misery.
Yep. At this time, as always, we'd like to thank Brett Jacobson for creating their art for our show. Brett just picks up various frogs and licks them, hoping they'll get him high. He has yet to find one to do it, though.
He did accidentally find a prince, though.
Yes, that did happen. That was
an
an
awkward
embarrassing.
Weekend. That was weird. Yeah. Oh, I got to do Nate's part.
Yeah.
We also want to thank Carl J. Sorensen for giving us the theme song for Headline Heroes. Also worth mentioning that Brett and Carl are helping us out at Direct Off Pod to give us a theme song and some art there. I'm very excited there. So if you want to work with Carl, he'd be more than happy to help you. You can check him out, carljsorensen.com. We are also a member of the PodFix Network, a great community of podcasts of like-minded individuals. If you like what you're hearing here, it would be I would encourage you to check out the other podcasts on the PodFix Network. So check them out. They have their Twitter at PodFix, and they also have podfixnetwork.com. So check them out there. And now this is my part. God, what do I say?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to take me up on it.
I'm real lazy.
You could follow us on Twitter at
Okay, all right. You're doing a bad job. All right. If you come across any articles, you think they're funny, you think they're wacky, send them our way. We have our email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. We have our Twitter, headlineheroes, at headline_heroes, because the other one was taken. We have a Facebook group, and we do have a subreddit, which is always bumping. We do have a voicemail that we set up. It's 319. Oh, shit. I forgot it. I'm totally blanking on what the...
do you want me to get it?
319.
No, it's 319. Oh, shit. Just like type that in on your phone.
Yeah, that's it. 319-596-6766. Wow, yeah. I've never forgotten that. Except like early on. So give us a call, leave us a voicemail. We will play it on the show. Love to hear from you. Whatever you're listening to us on, be it... Pat, what are you doing?
Pat,
what'd I do? I didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't know what's... Anyway, whatever you're listening to us on, be it Apple Podcasts or Google Play, what have you, if you could leave us a rating, a review, we would love to hear that, read that. 5 stars would be preferable, something positive. Subscribe to us, tell a friend about us, and finally, thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. Sunday a kiss my wife.
Could you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.